Greetings metalheads and welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews. I'm George and today I'm back once again showing off some of my latest purchases, some of my latest heavy relics and additions to the collection, and this little batch I am extremely chuffed with, I have to admit. So we've got a mixture of gifts to myself and gifts from family members here, but I have to say these are real gems. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with all of these. All of these being 5 LPs, 5 vinyl albums, and one cassette tape as well, from one of my all-time favourite black metal bands. Just to be honest, one of the legendary black metal bands, one of the sort of founding fathers, the godfathers of the subgenre. Certainly the second wave, anyway, that we're talking about here. But one of the great pioneering second wave black metal bands. Of course, hailing from Norway, hailing from Bergen, more specifically. I'm talking about the legendary Immortal. So, I'm actually rocking my Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism artwork long sleeve for this particular occasion, a favourite of mine, and I thought it's appropriate to have my 7th Date of Blasherick LP as a backdrop as well. So these albums, as I say, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with and hold a number of them very dear to my heart, in fact, as 2 of them in particular were some of my first introductions to second wave black metal. Of course, the black metal sound and style that we associate with sort of the late 80s into early 90s, being that great movement emanating largely from Scandinavia, but of course we had bands like Rotting Christ coming out of Greece, and of course we have other bands coming out from elsewhere across the globe. But Immortal, they have had longevity. They have survived, not quite in the original incarnation. Now, Demon Az, I guess he was a founding member, of course. He has taken sole responsibility for the name Immortal, after legal disputes with Abath, who has obviously left subsequently and gone on to have quite a successful solo career. So you've got the one original founding member, who's basically a one-man band at the minute, but he released an absolutely cracking Immortal album last year, and of course a couple of years earlier, prior to that, we had the great Northern Chaos Gods, and I personally feel that Northern Chaos Gods and War Against All from 2023 are absolutely exceptional albums, brilliant black metal albums, and just solid, outright Immortal albums. So, there's a little bit of the background, a legendary second wave black metal band. But it all started with this album in 1992. Obviously, before that, we had a couple of legendary demos, the death metal demo, then we had the Northern Empire as well. But this is Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. This is the debut album, and this is an absolutely freaking legendary piece of work. I absolutely love this album to bits. Not a conventional black metal album, second wave black metal album by any means. It's very early on in the scene, so the sound is a little bit different. Just try and show that amazing gatefold off to you here. Absolutely killer package. This is from Osmos Records. I think this reissues 2017. We've got the alternative artwork on the inside there. So cool. We've got the members on the back. It's a really nice, high quality package, this actually. It's really sort of nice and glossy as well. And the vinyl itself is a real stunner. Fits with the colour scheme of the album cover of the artwork. Lovely orange and black. Real stunning stuff. With the sticker there in centre. So really, 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 really cool. Absolutely love it. As I say, this is not necessarily conventional, formulaic second wave black metal. Not by any means. It's actually quite unique. It bears a lot of the hallmarks and characteristics of second wave black metal and of, I guess, early Immortal, but it's a real standout. It's a really unique piece. You know, it's still scattered with hints of their sort of more aggressive earlier origins, but it's just a stunner. It's an absolutely fantastic album. We take tracks like The Call of the Winter Moon, Unholy Forces of Evil, which is one of their absolute all-time classics, Cold Winds of Funeral Dust, Blacker Than Darkness. Absolutely fantastic. Freaking love this album. It's an absolute masterpiece. Just a brilliant album. And this one, as I say, this is Osmose Records. This is a reissue. I know, it's not an original. I apologise. But this is a freaking lovely thing. And this is a lovely article to have on vinyl. I have it on CD. If you have been following the channel, then you may have seen a few months back, well, many months back actually, I was showing off this cassette incarnation, I should say. We're featuring the alternative artwork there. And we've got the original artwork as well. And, even cooler than that, this was a nice red tape. So you may have already seen it. I've already shown this off, I know. But for those who are new to the channel or haven't quite seen that one, that's freaking cool. So that's the first article. A lovely, lovely gatefold, high quality, glossy, red and black vinyl of Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. And actually, I have been working on my album ranking of Immortal recently, not to give too many hints, but that album is ranking quite high, I have to say. I think the more I go back to it as well, the more I love it. And as I alluded to earlier, it was actually one of the two albums, I listened to two fairly similar sort of time, and they got me into Immortal in the first place and also into black metal, second wave black metal. So the second article, we'll keep this chronological. The absolutely blistering Pure Holocaust from 1993. This is a very different Immortal and a very different sounding album to Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism is a fantastic album. It's a fantastic Immortal album. But this, to be honest, this is like next level blistering black metal. Very, I'm going to say, very much of its time, but Immortal really do have their own unique sound, and I think it really, really does kind of come to the foreground at this point. They're starting to really find their feet. Just a year later, but they've got their sound. They've sort of worked it out. That's how it comes across anyway. So again, this is a really nice high quality package. This is an Osmose Productions 2023. So this is actually, you know, this is up to date. This is recent stuff. Absolutely fantastic album. As I say, this is a furious album. This is a brutal album. You take tracks like Unsilent Storms in the Northern Abyss, A Sign for the Norse Hordes to Ride, Storming Through Red Clouds and Holocaust Winds. Absolutely brilliant. Title track, Pure Holocaust. I don't know if you can see, but it's got a sort of, I don't know what you would call that, but it's kind of like a reflective sort of sheen with their original Immortal logo on it. Well, I don't know. I say it's original. That might not be the original Immortal logo. There might be one before, but that's the one that is reflected here on the long sleeve. And is on the back. Really lovely. I think this is just a black vinyl, actually. Yes, I can see there. So I'm not going to bother trying to get that out. Actually, no, I will. This is a showing off the goods review, so I may as well actually stick to it. Show you this nice vinyl, because it is a really nice, high quality vinyl. With our stickers in the centre and stuff. And even more cool than that, if it could possibly get any cooler, we have, try and get it out without damaging it, we have a very nice giant poster featuring the album art, the legendary lineup there of Abath, Demonaz and Eric. Freaking cool. Nice poster. Cool, high quality print. Just a really nice one. And actually, this is a really heavy duty, high quality vinyl as well. So, yeah, I haven't actually had the pleasure of spinning this one yet. Get that poster back in there, that'd be a miracle. But yeah, haven't spun this one yet. Haven't spun this one. But very much looking forward to it. Of course, I'm very familiar with the album. Got the CD. And again, shown this one off recently as well. The tape. Again, an Osmose Productions reissue. From last year, or yeah, 2023, no, 2022, I beg your pardon. Very nice indeed. This one is just a black tape. Well, not just a black tape, it's a black tape. So that's the second album, Pure Holocaust. Again, a fantastic album, blistering black metal. But by the time we get to the third article, and you might guess there's a bit of a theme here, Battles in the North from 1995, I believe. This is a different beast altogether. This is a huge leap forward from Pure Holocaust, Pure Holocaust being a fantastic album. This, and I don't know if, I'm sure I'm probably not the only Immortal fan or black metal fan that shares this sentiment, but in my opinion, this album is freaking savage. This is absolutely brutal black metal. You kick off with Battles in the North, the title track there. And that is absolutely savage. That is an all-out assault of black metal, barbaric brutality. So freaking metal. Love it. Absolutely love this album start to finish. It's a pretty short, sharp shock and a pretty brutal one at that. Legendary artwork. Again, it's got that kind of sheen to it, that kind of print where you've got the logo. Don't know if you can see, but that's certainly a legendary piece of artwork. Again, it's a lovely gatefold. And when I say this is really high quality, I mean it is really high quality. It's not just a cheap reissue or anything like that by any means at all. So we've got all our lyrics on the inside there. Keeping it true. Got our lovely legendary shot again, back print there. Really, really cool. Again, it's just a black vinyl. I will show it off. Just double check. Yep, definitely a black vinyl. Again, haven't gotten around to playing this one yet, but I'm looking forward to giving this one a spin. Preferably on a bleak, cold winter's night with a horn of ale in hand. Really, really cool. And I believe this must have probably come out at the same time or around the same time as the Pure Holocaust reissue there. But you guessed it, we got another massive poster. And it's a really nice one at that. With our slightly alternative shot there. Not sure what's going on with these guys, but they're living it up in the snow. Looks freaking great. Looking brutal, looking very immortal. Battles in the North. And actually, I listened to this album again yesterday. Not in this particular form, but more on that in a moment. And I forgot how good this album is, actually. And also just how freaking savage it is. As I say, Battles in the North is brutal. At the stormy gates of mist. Moonrise fields of sorrow. Through black storms. And the rather epic Blasharek Mighty Raven Dark. The closing track there. Absolutely love it. Start to finish, this is a seriously aggressive black metal assault. This is more savage and kind of thrash paced than a lot of the black metal at the time. Yeah, freaking brilliant. Again, Osmose Productions, 2023. So the form that I was listening to last night was in fact a rather nice tape copy. Again, an Osmose Productions reissue there. Battles in the North. Even cooler than that. So we've got our alternative artwork on the little slipcase. And I love how these reissues do have the slipcase. Very cool. So we've got our original artwork there. We've got a lovely white, kind of fitting the theme of the artwork and the LP and CD. We've got a lovely white cassette shell. And a really high quality insert. I'll just open this up so you can appreciate the full quality and brilliance of it here. Lyrics, details, all the good stuff. Artwork, highly expanded. Yeah, a really nice thing. Pretty sure this is limited quantity, so if you are a fan and you do see it available anywhere, I would recommend snapping it up. As it's a really high quality piece. It's a legendary album. And now I've got a vinyl, a cassette, and the CD, of course. So they are the fourth. So that's the fourth articles. Up next, keeping it chronological, Blizzard Beast. So Blizzard Beasts rather. Can't quite recall the year this came out, but a couple of years after. So recorded 1996. So I think this came out in 1997. I should have double checked that, but this is again a very extreme black metal album. This is a very aggressive black metal album. Following on perfectly, in my opinion, from Battles in the North. Savage. Freaking savage album. Absolutely love it though. It's pretty short and sharp, but we've got brilliant tracks like Blizzard Beast. Nebula Raven's Winter, which is monstrous. Battlefields, Mountains of Might, Winter of Ages, absolutely brilliant. So again, this is an Osmose Productions, 2017, so been around for a little while. Really high quality package. There's the lovely front and the back there. Really cool. Nice gatefold with our lyrics on the inside. And the real cool piece here, we've got a lovely coloured disc. So you might not really be able to see it all that well because of the light in here, but it's got a nice sort of blue colouring to it, blue and black, a little bit, not quite a swirl, but there's definitely blue and black in there. Really, really nice though, really, really nice vinyl. Heavy duty, really cool. I wouldn't say that I like Blizzard Beasts, bit of a tongue twister, as much as I like Battles in the North, but I would still say that it is a really, really solid album. And I think that anyone who is a fan of Battles in the North is probably going to enjoy Blizzard Beasts, got it right this time, just as much. So there's the first 4 Immortal albums chronologically. You can see the progression easily from Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism through Pure Holocaust, where it gets more traditionally second wave black metal, certainly pioneering for the time though, into the ultra aggressive Battles in the North, around 95, and then into keeping that aggression strong into Blizzard Beasts. But then with the 5th album, you guessed it, At the Heart of Winter, things take a dramatic change, a really, really dramatic turn. Again, can't quite recall the year, so this was, I believe this came out in around 99 or 2000. It was recorded in 1998, so November. So presumably it must have been around 99. This is a lovely issue, I have to say. I love the artwork. It's a real standout. It's a real eye catcher. But I love that kind of fantasy art there. Really cool. And we've got a lovely foil print for the album title and the Immortal logo there. I do prefer the old logo, I must say, but it's still a cool, iconic logo. And again, we've got that kind of foil print on the back. Really, really neat. And, of course, it's a great gatefold. Lovely item indeed. It's just a black vinyl. I won't struggle to get it out. But this is a massively different album. I know there's a few years in between here, but not long enough for such a significant difference in style. This sounds very different. This is far more traditionally second wave sounding black metal, but it's an epic. They've got a lot longer songs, beautiful harmonies. There's kind of an injection of heavy metal, more traditional heavy metal at times. We've also got the really grand, epic, beautiful soundscapes that are being forged at the beginning of songs such as the title track At the Heart of Winter and Solar Fall as well. Absolutely stunning. You kick off with Withstand the Fall of Time, which is an absolute masterpiece. We're into Solar Fall, which is brilliant. Absolutely love it. Tragedies Blows at Horizon. It's just epic. Start to finish. As I say, the songs are far grander, tend to be longer in length. The riffing is absolutely brilliant. Abath's vocals are, I'd say, the best at this point. Definitely sort of gotten better and honed his style and sound a little bit more over the years, but this is grand stuff. This is really epic, and I think personally I feel that this album is more influential than what it is given credit for or what it is recognised to be. I certainly feel that this is a massively influential album, I have to say. Certainly when you consider that there's an awful lot of black metal bands out there, or black metal projects in fact, which sound closer to At the Heart of Winter in nature and sound and style than they do to an album like Battles in the North or Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. But this is a freaking excellent album. I know that a lot of fans do share that sentiment that it is a fantastic album and it's a classic, but I also know there's a lot of detractors that say it's too far removed and it's not brutal enough, it's not original enough. Whatever. It's just great black metal. It really is. And if you like it, fantastic. Good on you. If you don't, that's fine. We're all entitled to our opinion. But At the Heart of Winter, legendary album full of classics from a legendary, masterful band. So, there we have it. Those are my latest additions to the collection. Just if you have forgotten in those brief few moments, God, I'm getting tongue-tied today. We've got Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. And I have to say, I really do love that artwork. I love the whole feel of this album. It feels so original. It feels so, primitive in its ways and nature. But I do really love that alternative art. I think that's absolutely brilliant. It really does stand out. So yeah, Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. Then we've got... try not to drop it. Pure Holocaust. Absolutely brilliant. Cold and grim. Then we've got the absolutely steaming, barbaric nature that is Battles in the North, the legendary. But still, freezing cold, nice and frosty. The Pummeling Blizzard Beasts. A great one. Overlooked, I feel, in quite a lot of ways. I think this is quite an overlooked album. Maybe it's an underrated album. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more soon. Never know. Then we've got At the Heart of Winter. Freaking amazing. Classic, in my opinion. And the newest edition would be Battles in the North on tape, with its nice slipcase there. 2022 issue. So, must have come out at the same sort of time. Or the same time as the first two tapes that are shown off, which were Pure Holocaust and Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. So, my friends, there you have it. 5 LPs and 1 tape that are new additions to my collection, my ever-growing collection. What are your thoughts on Immortal? What are your thoughts on these particular albums? Are you a fan? Are you not? Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions on this one. But do remember, we're all metalheads here. We're all followers of the metal faith. So let's keep this civilized. If you're looking to pick up copies of these, the only place in the UK that I've seen these available is Cult Never Dies. Great label, publisher, distro. I'll put a link in the description so you can go over to their website and show some support and hopefully snap up some copies if they've got any left. Can't guarantee. But yeah, check out Cult Never Dies. I think in Europe and the rest of the world, it might be a little bit easier to get hold of these from Osmos Productions. It's a French label, I believe, but they've got a great web store. It's just, to get it here in the UK, it would cost you an absolute fortune for shipping, which is a shame because I'd happily throw my money at them. But if you're in the UK, Cult Never Dies is your place to go. So check it out. But thank you very, very much, my friends, for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Do check back soon for more reviews and recommendations of all the good heavy things. Take care of yourselves, my friends, and until next time, stay heavy.